the command center itself, and you'll see this live in just a moment, but really what it solves for, some of the issues, some of the pain points that our customers have where this can come in handy is you don't really have real-time performance data with Rescue, right? You can't see how many sessions are live in flight, at least not easily from the admin center. You do have very minimal visibility into what's actually happening in real time with a Rescue account. And then, of course, it does allow you to have kind of a more standardized platform to use to review this performance data, to see metrics, to see KPIs, et cetera. So the solution is tracking those KPIs, monitoring the technician, and that's really what the command center does, is it provides the ability to monitor active sessions, closed sessions throughout the day, and gives you quite a lot of detail, including things like the current capacity, average handle time, average wait time. And it even goes into a summary of the active sessions, the missed sessions. All of that data is captured within the command center. It is real time, so it is live in real time performance data that pulls directly from the usage of Rescue within your account. And really the value that this adds is around having a single view, a single UI to identify the health, to identify how the team is doing, if there are any reps, support reps that are, maybe falling behind. Maybe they only have 2 sessions when the rest of the team has done 10 sessions. Or if you identify, average handle time that's higher than expected, or even if you see a single session that's going on just simply for too long, the command center helps you address that, helps you identify that, and of course mitigate that. It does reduce the overhead management of this because it's all in one place. You don't have to go into the admin center and really parse through each individual technician to see who's logged in, who's in active sessions, et cetera. What I'd like to do is actually get into a demo. I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like. And I will go ahead and share my screen now. So I'm going to start with just classic Rescue. Okay, you all should be familiar with the Rescue Desktop Technician Console. I have a couple active sessions. I also have logged in and started sessions with other technicians in my demo account, just so that we have data populated into the command center that is actually live real-time performance data for my demo account. So I have an active session here. I have an active Android session over here, but this isn't what I wanted to show you. The reason I have the console up is really to show you how to get to the command center. So there's a couple different ways to do it. I can go to Tools. Now, keep in mind, only administrators and master administrators have access to the command center. So regular standard technicians do not. This is definitely an administrative tool. From here, I can go to Tools and launch my account. That will open up the My Account page. From here, most of the time, people are going into the admin center, right, to go and make setting changes, permission changes, et cetera. But the option right below that is the command center. Now, folks, this is included with every license of Rescue. Every account has access to the command center. So you can click into the command center right from here. Now, like I said, I have some active sessions going. I had some sessions earlier today. So we're going to see all that data right here. But before I get into the minutia here, just at a high level, the command center is real-time performance data. Okay, there's no need to refresh this page. It will update automatically every couple of seconds. This also is daily. So this refreshes daily. It is meant to be a daily performance view of the entire Rescue account. So it does reset at midnight every day in the local time zone. And there are many different things to set up in here, but really at a high level, I can see at the top the general overview. How many technicians are logged in? How many sessions have occurred? And then the global average handle time and average wait time. Now, if I go down a bit, you can see below, I see the 3 technicians that are logged in, myself, Kevin, and Mohammed. They're logged in holding sessions. So this is all in real time. And I know I've said that a lot, but I'll continue to emphasize it because really there's not a lot of tools on the market that offer something like this. And this is certainly a differentiator for Rescue. You see here all these time values, okay? Now this is reporting on these individual sessions for these individual agents. This is kind of the performance, the collective view where you see the performance of each individual agent. But if I click into sessions, I see every individual session. Okay, I can sort them by handle time, by wait time, etc. I can see what the status of the session is, okay, whether it was closed by the technician, whether it's still active, or whether it's on hold. If it's an unattended device, right, if we're connecting to an unattended machine, the host name of that computer would actually show up here as well. But first and more importantly, it gives you the metrics, okay? It tells you how long that session's been active for, right? So if we take a look here, this active session with MacBook Pro, it's been active for an hour and 42 minutes. Now, just to show you how real time this is, I have Rescue up. This is that MacBook Pro session right here. I have it active. Let's go ahead and just put it on hold. Now I'm going to expedite this just a bit by hitting refresh, but normally you don't need to. You can just wait a few seconds and it will auto refresh. And there we go. There's the MacBook Pro session, and now it updated the status to on hold. So it is incredibly up to date and very real time. A couple other things I want to point out. You'll notice that I have the background of these numbers changing. I have a yellow background and a red background. That's what we call, excuse me, that's what we call alerts, or warnings rather. What we can do is we can set thresholds. So I can set thresholds that will simply change the view, the visual of that time value based on the thresholds I've set. So if I want it to turn yellow, if it's anything over 5 seconds of wait time, and then maybe after 30 seconds I want it to turn red, just giving me that visual cue. I can do the same thing with handle time, wait time, average handle time, and average wait time. For the individual sessions, I can do the same thing: wait time, first chat, handle time, and wrap time. So I can set these visual alerts, and then that will automatically update these values and the color associated with them if that breaches or exceeds the threshold. So the obvious use, and sorry, one last thing. I can view any of my technician groups. So if you're a larger account and you have multiple technician groups, you can view each individual group. You can also leverage labels to group groups together. So if you wanted to show, let's say you have groups A, B, C, and D, you can add a label to those groups so that you can actually review, this performance data for groups A and D, but not B and C at the same time. So it's very easy to control what exactly is visible here. Now, the other piece that I will bring up, because I know we have some of our larger customer accounts represented here on the call today. If you're leveraging channels within Rescue, it's effectively the ability to create a queue where end users can request support without having to speak to you prior, and then the session will come up in Rescue and be available to technicians that support that channel. If you're using channels, the command center is also incredibly useful because you can view things like missed sessions. You can view the details that were typed in by the end user, right? So if you're requesting things like name, description of issue, location, email address, etc., all of those custom fields can be viewed in the command center as well. So it's a really easy way to identify, exactly what is happening within your Rescue account. Now, I'm actually going to get ahead of a question that I know is going to be asked, and that is, can you kill a session from here? You can't, but I'll show you that in a couple of clicks, you can. So just to reiterate, so if I identify a session here, like one of these that's been active for an hour and 46 minutes, I can't close that session from here. I can't transfer that session to another agent from here, but I can do all of that from the admin center. And the good thing is this is all interconnected. So if I go up to menu, I can go right to the admin center. And now from here, I can do things like disable a technician to log them out. I can go and view the active sessions. And really what I want to show you here's my MacBook Pro session that I've shown you a couple times from the admin center. And many of you may not know this. As an administrator, you can come into the admin center, you can select a session, and now I can forcefully end the session. I can transfer the session. So if I want, I can actually transfer the session to another technician. Right? If I want to transfer this from Sam Armstrong to Kevin, it is as simple as that. That's transferring that session to the next technician, in this case, Kevin. So it's a really easy way, and just to point out, admins have full access to this. They can move these sessions around as needed. But if you need to close a session, transfer a session, or disable a technician, that would still need to be done from the admin center here. All right, folks, that's the command center. The last thing I'll point out is this is fully web-based. So, you can access this from mobile phones, from tablets. If you're on the train in the morning and there's an issue, you can log into the command center and just get quick insight. My other favorite use case with the command center is in any call center environment, or really any environment where you have multiple people sitting in the same location. I know a lot of us are working from home, including myself, but in the call center environment, I have seen so many organizations literally just put this up on a display. And it's not only is it good to have that visibility for the whole team, but it can encourage competition. Right, if you look up and see that Kevin has an average handle time of 7 minutes and he's held 33 sessions today, I'd be impressed. And maybe I can see I'm falling behind someone to pick it up. I've seen people gamify remote support sessions using this. There's a lot of options, and really, I wanted to make sure that you fully understand this today. So hopefully, if you have a use case for it or you think it would add some value, you all have access to this today. So I definitely encourage going to take a look.